Hey guys, I'm really excited to announce that registration is now open for the Self-Storage Summit. So go to theselfstoragesummit.com. So the big question is this: how are those in the self-storage industry like us going to be successful in today's market? That's the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Jim Ross, and welcome to the Self-Storage Show. Gotta have some music to get started. There we go. Hello. Yeah, so we're good. Gotta have some music. Plus, it gives a chance to people to get on live, and everyone else can watch it later on. So, anyway, hello. Thanks for joining me here again. You know, it's a little different doing a LinkedIn live kind of a thing. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So whoever can be on live, cool beans. Everyone else can watch it later on because it gets recorded and distributed. So that's how it goes. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to be coming in on 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I'll try to be as consistent as I can each day. So regular life and work doesn't get in the way. But hey, 2 days in a row, we're on a roll. So all good. For today, this is let's just get right into it. I just did a presentation in Vegas last week, and it was all centered around 10 action items that I found that you can take from what I've done, what I've learned and gleaned from other people I've interviewed with for the self-storage show. Well, anyway, basically every one of those concepts I could probably go on and talk about, for an hour, really. So I just kind of had to skim the surface on a bunch of different things, and I've been getting messages and saying, well, can I get this download? Can I get this sales script? That kind of a thing. So I figured today, why not? Let me make sure my sound is being distributed on here. Regular life and work doesn't get in the way. All right, it is. Cool. I'm always got to double check and make sure the feed's actually going out. Otherwise, I'm talking to nobody. So, okay, we're good. Anyway, one of the main things that I was talking about was the importance of, first for the sales script, kind of having that in front of you for the self-storage manager. And I honestly hate saying script. It's more of a sales flow. And really where this came from is for the podcast, for my previous podcast, I would still do, but did it more for my old show. I would call self-storage sites just totally at random. And those that were lucky enough to pick up, I'd record their session, their sales presentation, stop it. I would edit out, what their name was and the site name. So that was hidden. But then give an evaluation of how they did, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, what they could do better, that kind of a thing. And really, from that, I learned a lot from just listening to other people. And quite frankly, it could be a terrible phone call, but they might say one little thing and be like, "Oh, I like that. I'm gonna rip that off, put it in my sales script. Cool." Or just how the overall flow of it was. Or it's always something you can learn. Even for the mistakes that are made, then you can learn that. Well, and that's what I shouldn't do. So you can learn from everybody, really. So there's a lot of them out there. In fact, I'll try to do a better job of putting all that information, all those old calls, and put them in one place that's easier for you guys to find. Because the actual podcast itself is actually gone. Long story short, but a new podcast is in its place from someone else I used to work with, and rather than starting a new feed, they just deleted all my old stuff and then started fresh. So, kind of sucks. But I still have it, so I'll start bringing that out more to you guys, so you have some sort of the videos are out there, but I'll get the podcast. Some of those episodes are more out there for you guys. So anyway, long story short, I've called, hundreds of storage sites and storage locations and listened to their sales presentations. And basically, like I said, I kind of take little bits and pieces here and there. And I created a every call counts sales call it's a flow. Okay. And I hate saying script because then immediately, most managers are like, "Oh, great. I'm like a robot, and I've got to read my sales script." And no, it's not that, but there's definitely more of a methodology of a flow of how a sales call should go. Thankfully, in storage, it's not like we're cold calling people and saying, "Hey, you want a storage unit today? Come on down. We got great deals for you." That's a true sales call. Okay, doing that kind of stuff. No. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about that. People are calling us. They're already in the mode to buy, to rent. That makes life so much easier. So it's pretty hard to screw up at that point when they're calling you, but a lot of people do, quite frankly, in this industry, with just the way that the market's been so hot for so long that a lot of sites are full, and kind of being full kind of breeds complacency and laziness, and they're just not answering the phone, or if they do answer the phone, it's just kind of a half-assed attempt of, "All right, yeah, we've got some units available. Come on, yeah, here's the price. Want it?" And that's really kind of what it is. But the more competition that we get, man, people better be on their toes, because it's either the big boys that have their call centers, or when these guys, again, lots of reps. They're answering phone calls, boom, 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 all day long. They get lots of reps. They got their sales presentation dialed in. That's what they do for a living. For the call centers. Self-storage managers and like your mom and pop independent places, you wear a lot of hats. I mean, you're busy. You're doing a lot of stuff. So sometimes that phone rings, like, "Oh man, I'm right in the middle of something else." But you got to really just focus and say, "Okay, I'm only getting 3 calls, 4 calls a day for true sales presentations." Not just saying, "Hey, when's my rent due?" but actual, "Hey, I'm calling to get a storage unit." You got to be dialed in on that sales call, because I do these challenges on my Facebook group. And we'll get to that in a second, but I know it's LinkedIn. I'm talking about Facebook here, but with that, if I can, let me pull this up real quick. I think I have it here. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. selfstoragecommunity.com. You'll find everything we're going to talk about kind of on there as well. So just want to bring it up to you real quick. And one of the first things we talk about is, what's the lifetime value of your customer? And most managers, I don't know. They don't know. And thankfully they're honest that they don't know. And in fact, most owners don't even know what this is. So bottom line is, what's your average price per unit? What's your average length of stay? Times those two together, there's your average lifetime customer value. Now you'll get people like, "Well, 5x5 or length of stay is different than 10x20. And I get it. If you want to do the brain damage and try to figure it out by certain size codes, knock yourself out. I'm just much more of that general idea of what's the average lifetime customer value from my site, okay? And it ranges. I mean, it's just, I'm not going to sit here and go, "It's $1,500 for you." Every site's so different. Generally, if you're in a rent up, just say, this is what my average unit is at my facility, times it by 12 months, good to go, okay? And you can monitor that as you're in rent up and the longer track history that you have. I say that because I have some sites that, man, literally their average lifetime length of stay, I capped it off like 48 months. It's just, it's nuts. And they're big units, so like their average lifetime customer value is like $4,000. Average is more around 1,500 to $2,000, kind of in that range. So every time that phone rings, that's how much money is on the other end of that line. And once a lot of managers kind of get that in their head of, this is a sales game, okay? There's real money involved here. It does help kind of put you in that right frame of mind of answering that call and really zeroing in and focusing on making sure you're hitting all these points, okay? And not letting that lead leave. So I really hope this isn't boring, but I do want to kind of go through the good elements of a sales call. And while I'm reading this, let me just show you what I'm talking about and where this, if you guys want this as we're talking about it. Unfortunately, I love you, LinkedIn, but it's not on LinkedIn. I can't do what I want to do on LinkedIn. So I can do the live things, which is cool. Hey, but This is my Facebook group. Make sure my audio is on here. Okay, good. This is my Facebook group. It's called the Self-Storage Community with Jim Ross. I know, a very inventive name, right? But everything is here that I'm talking about. Specifically, if you look at units, when you join the community, I have like a course that's on Facebook, and I put a lot of resources, a lot of time and effort went into this. A lot of times I do these challenges and I take everything down. For right now, I'm leaving everything up. So I'm not gonna say how long it's gonna be there for, but right now, cool, you can go and grab this. Once you go to Facebook, go to that community, say you wanna join it, cool. To selfstoragecommunity.com. You can find that right there. I'll bring you to the page. That way you don't have to search for it. Go to units, and that's like an online course within Facebook. It's pretty cool. And you'll see on day 3, hey, we talk about move-ins. And maybe in the next couple of weeks, I'll go more in depth. Maybe I'll kind of teach exactly what I taught here on LinkedIn. But for now, I'm just going to talk about this. Every call counts. And right here, every call counts, sales flow. You can download what we're going to be going over today. Okay, does that make sense? So let me go back to this. Cool. All right, I'm getting used to the way this flow thing works. It's total sidetrack. On LinkedIn, this is not native within LinkedIn app or LinkedIn page. They don't have that. You have to use like a third-party source to broadcast within LinkedIn. So there you go. So I'm always like making sure things are working. I'm learning as I go along. Okay, so here we go. All right, how many people we got on here? Who we got? Cool. Gotta see comments real quick. Hey, what's up, Yoda? You'll get live. Don't worry. Keep trying. No, they'll accept you. All right, let's move on. Okay. Every call counts, okay? Humor me. I'm just going to kind of go through this a little bit. First off, it's just the greeting. Seriously. I will call sites and just be like, hey, hello. I'm like, is this the storage facility? Oh, yeah, this is it. It's like, crap. So simple as it is, thank you for calling XYZ Storage. This is Jim. How can I help you? Okay, just as simple as that. Put a reminder share. I like when that phone rings, managers listening to this, and hopefully district managers, owners, watching this, forward this to your managers, okay? Get them on here. This is who it's for. But stand up. Seriously, stand up. When you stand up, you start getting that enthusiasm in your voice, and you're not getting the kind of hello, you know what I mean? It just that physical action helps out tremendously. Smile. It does come across on the phone that you're actually happy that someone called you and looking for storage and wants to give you business. Smile, okay? Act like it. It does come over the phone. It really does. Build a rapport and value. You go right into this next one. Customer's like, hey, I need a storage unit. I need too much money, whatever, okay? I need a storage unit. Hey, cool, great. Let me pull up my current inventory real quick. We're gonna make this simple and easy for you. Okay, you're just kind of setting the stage real quick. May I ask your name? I will easily say 90% of the sites that I call to do these secret shopper evaluations don't ask my name, okay? It's so simple, and it's just, it's rapport 101. It really is, of just getting on the same level with your customer that's calling you. So just please, may I ask your name? Hey, Eric, this is Eric. Hey, while I'm pulling this up for you, have you ever stored with us before? That's great phrase, just because have you ever stored with us before? They may have used storage in the past, but probably they've never stored with you particularly before. So it sets the stage for the next thing of like, well, hey, thanks for calling us. We got some great deals going on for our new customers right now. Because again, they're calling you, they need storage. Give them that little sense of feeling like, cool, I'm getting a deal because I'm new. Good thing I called these guys, okay? It's a simple little phrase. Thanks for calling us. We have some great deals going on for our new customers right now. Hey, you just mentioned you haven't stored with us before. So anyway, just real quickly, here at our location, we have electronic gate access, 24-hour surveillance. Here at our facility, making everything safe and secure. We're always going to guarantee that your space can be very clean and well maintained as well. I know I'm kind of explaining things here, so it's taking a lot longer than obviously a real call would take. This is 10 seconds here. But simply saying, have you ever stored with us before, gives you the wide open to just be able to like, cool, quickly, just this is a little bit about us. Doesn't have to be a lot, just some quick features and benefits. Our gate, our security, we keep everything clean. Cool, now we get into it, okay? That's another thing that just, man, so many sites don't utilize. Put yourself in the customer situation. You know, they're calling storage sites. They want to find someone they can know, like, and trust. Granted, you got reviews they can go off of, what their peers are using, but when they're calling you, they're renting from you, okay? Not just your storage site. They're from that manager, and the way that manager handles a phone call, that's what seals the deal. They're renting from you. And so many times that sales call is just dropped. It really is, which sucks because it takes time and money to get that phone to ring, you know? So putting your best foot forward, just talking just quickly about your storage site, just that little bit sets yourself apart. Now I hear managers, I'm playing both devil's advocate here, but I'll hear managers say, hey, you know, it's the same like guys down the street, you know, they have a gate, they have cameras, and they live on site and blah, 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 and they're clean. You know, we're no different. Well, I guarantee you that site down the street isn't saying it either. So the fact that you do in your sales presentation, well, you're bringing it up to the customer. They're putting that in their head. That, oh, wow, they have this. Maybe those guys don't that I just called, or the site that I'm going to call next. You know, if they don't have that crappy sales presentation, you're going to stand out. Okay, that's the whole point. So anyway, going back to this, and in that Facebook group, I do explain why we say what we say. Okay, a little commentary there. Sam, great. Thanks for calling us. We have some great deals going on for our new customers right now. You know, you mentioned you haven't stored with us before. This is quickly what we have here going on. Hey, cool. I have your inventory pulled up for you. Again, this is 10, 15 seconds into the phone call. It doesn't take long. You know, I want to help you choose the right unit so you're not paying for more space than you really need. Okay, they're calling you. You're kind of being the storage counselor here. You're there to, you know, you want to help them. You want to save money at the same time. So let's make sure we find the right size so you're not paying for more space than you really need. Okay, you're helping them. Can you give me a brief description, you know, of what you're storing? Please, 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 for the love of God, don't be saying, what size do you need? I hear that over and over and over again. Oh, cool, what size do you need? You're putting all that responsibility on the customer, saying, I don't know, I'm calling you. Can you help me decide what size I need? I don't know. Got a whole house full of furniture, you know, 10 by 10 sounds about right. They don't know. So help them, okay? Please phrase that differently. Don't say what size you need. Say, can you give me a brief description of what you're storing so I can get a good size there for you so you're not spending more money than you really need, okay? Just, it's a simple little phrase, but man, it sets up the tone so much better for you and puts you more as an authority figure of helping that customer, okay? Please, please, please. Oh, cool. Well, from what you're describing, you know, sounds like, you know, 10 by 15. I'm not going to give specifics because it's going to range, obviously, but, you know, 10 by 15, that's probably going to be the smallest that you can be able to squeeze everything into, and then give one size bigger than they need. Give them two options, okay? Any more than that, what's the phrase? How does it go? A confused mind says no, or something like that. Confused mind just has a hard time making a decision. That's really the bottom line. And coffee break. The more choices that you give, and I hear this a lot too, people just do the shotgun approach. I got a 5 by 5, I got a 10 by 10, I got a 15, I got 10 by 20, I got 10 by 30, you take your pick. Oh my, what? No, give them two choices, okay? Then when they come down, they figure out, oh, that's, then you can play from there. But over a phone call, seriously, two choices. And you'll see why here in a second too, but it just helps really focus on that call and helping that customer, all right? So, you know, I actually do have, you know, a 10 by 15 available for you right now. Quick description, take 5 seconds. You know, it has, you know, it's temperature controlled, or it's ground level access, or it has a door alarm on it, or it has a cylinder lock, you know, whatever. Just do a quick description of the unit itself. And hey, it's going for the low rate of $100. So do you see what we did there? Just do a quick little bit description about the unit itself, and then give the price, okay? And if you see what we've done, and again, we're talking 30, 45 seconds into the phone call. Now you're getting the price. And I know it looks like a lot. You're like, oh my gosh, they just want the price. But if you do this right and just ask these questions correctly and helping that customer, you put yourself in such a better position of building that value before you give the price, okay? Again, sales one-on-one here. But go back and forth just a little bit as far as, okay, this is the sizes, this is the prices, this is cool, this is what we got for you. Got it? This is where, if you have a movement special, of course, you quote your movement special for your new customers. Okay, you always kind of phrase it like that because it's making them feel like they're getting a good deal. Very, very important. And this is where a lot of people drop the ball. It's so easy to remedy. Okay, it really is. That's where this comes into play, and that's the reserve and confirm. They're calling you. They need a unit. You've set it up, you talk to them, you can figure out the right size, you got a good price for them. And too many times I just see it's like, well, can I help you out with anything else? It's just like, no, hook them, get the reservation, confirm, ask for the SL. So that's where this comes into play. And I like this phrase, okay? Hey, sounds like we have the perfect fit for you. If you'd like to reserve this unit over the phone, or does it make more sense for you to come down and take a tour of the facility? If they say, hey, this is reserved to the phone, which again, we all love that. Cool, shut up, take the reservation immediately, okay? Just take as much information as you can right then and there, reserve that unit, get them locked in, everyone's happy. If they're like, well, I'm kind of looking around, I'll let you know. If they say, I'll come down and I'll let you know, take a tour to proceed. Well, they say, well, how soon are you going to be needing the space? Okay, we're going to set some urgency here. Either next week, couple days, that kind of thing. Thankfully for storage, no one's calling them like, I need a storage unit in 3 months. No, they're pretty much needing it now. So this little tactic does work. This scarcity and urgency. Okay, how soon are you going to be needing the space? I'll pull this out of inventory right now, so nobody else gets it for when you come and take a tour of the facility. Can I secure the space for free for you right now, so it's ready for you to view when you come down? So again, I'm going to reserve this for you. I'm going to take this out of inventory just for you. That way, no one else is going to get it. Got it? Go back and forth a little bit on that. Again, it takes a couple seconds. Once you've laid down that they're either, yeah, I'm going to come down and take a tour of facility, or yes, I'm reserving this. This is a good next step. And quite frankly, I only see, again, I rip everybody off. So you get the big boys, your Extra Space and Publix and Cube Smarts and that kind of thing, that they will do this step, and it's fantastic. I like a text confirmation, text or email confirmation. It's great. To say, hey, I'm going to send you a confirmation. Okay, it's going to confirm the price, our location, the discount we talked about. I much prefer sending a text versus email. I don't know about you, but I'm much more apt to looking at my text and responding to text much more quickly than an email. And I know I'm not an anomaly. That's most people. Okay, people read and have access to a text much more than an email. So hey, what's your cell number? I'll text you the quote so you can take advantage of the movement special I just quoted you. Give them a reason. Say, I'm gonna send you this quote via text just so you can make sure you can take advantage of that special we just talked about. Granted, you're still gonna give it to them, but that way it's a little more motivation of, I'm gonna get that move-in special, or I'm gonna get that free lock, or whatever you're doing as a move-in special. That's a great way to ask for a cell number, to send them a text, to make sure they have that information handy. All right. As far as texting goes itself, there's a lot of solutions to that. I don't want to go too much into all the different things there. A lot of the storage softwares now have text applications. Sometimes they're a third-party app that works with them. Sometimes it's native within the platform. Use it, please. Okay. it's there. Use those kind of features. Again, this is a mobile time. Sorry, it's early. This is it's a mobile time now, so act like it and sending these texts and having that so that's just handy right there on their phone. It's fantastic. So if you have a storage software, utilize it. If you don't know if it has something like that, ask your tech support, please. What can I do in my storage software to text my potential and customers that I'm putting in my queue to rent? Okay. If they don't have anything like that, which if they're worth anything, they're going to have that nowadays. So there's that. If you want to reach out to me, I use a total third-party company for this kind of stuff because I like to add pictures to my sales quotes when I'm sending to potential customers. Again, it's just one little thing that kind of helps me stand out. It has a little picture of the facility that says, cool, thanks for calling, and then it has the quote. Okay. I'll give it out here. I don't care. If you want to see what it looks like, I don't know, text me. I'll give you my number. That's 801-381-3298. Just say, hey, just put quote, and I'll send you a sample. Okay. If I would have thought about that's how to put the number up here, but there you go. You got it. So at the very end, hey, do you have any further questions for me? Again, that's another pet peeve of mine. I have a lot of pet peeves apparently, but I've called too many storage sites. Generally, at the end of the phone call, a lot of time it just goes dead air for a minute, and it's just like, all right, we good? It's like, oh my gosh. So just end the call professionally, please. Do you have any further questions for me? Again, you're putting yourself in that role of I'm trying to help you as much as possible. You're calling me. I'm trying to help you as much as I can. I think we covered everything that we can to help you, but let's just make sure we're ending the phone call on the right note. Do you got any further questions for me? All right, cool. Well, thank you for calling XYZ Storage. Say the name one more time. Thanks a lot, Eric. Have a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you soon. All right. Again, a true sales call flow, we're talking 3.5, 4 minutes. Seriously, the average phone call, minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes tops that I go call and evaluate. Sorry, it's just not enough time to really build that rapport and to get that reservation made. It's just not. You can't do that in 2 minutes. But that extra minute, minute and a half, up to 2 minutes more that you're putting into this makes, as hopefully you can tell, it makes all the difference in the world. It really does. It just makes, it's night and day. People that utilize something like this. And again, I'm not about to be like, you have to say it word for word. No, just, there you go. Just go through it. And it's just more about that sales flow. It really is. And just keeping that mindful and that flow. And there's some keywords in there. I won't dismiss that, but there's some key phrases that are pretty gold in there as well. But so let's go back here real quick. Go to, I'm going to keep pimping this out, but the Facebook community group, that's where I have all this housed. Okay. I give a ton for free, but self-storage community, it's in units. You'll see day 3 move-ins. We talk all about every call counts. So it is all there. Guys, I think that is going to be it for today for that. Like I said, every day I'm going to kind of come in and do a little something, something. I don't know, sometimes it might be 10 minutes. Today was 30 minutes. I don't know. Just want to come in as much as I can and quickly say hi. I'd be doing myself a disservice if I don't bring this I think we will wrap up today. So again, then let me know in the comments. I mean, I'm kind of, let me look real quick. Can't do it on my desktop. I can look at my phone real quick. Who we got here real quick? Paul Whitaker from the sunny UK. See, I love that. That's really cool. I've been getting messages honestly from UK, Cape Town, Africa. Got my guys in there that's been into it really a lot. China. This is fun. Australia. I don't know what's going on with Australia, you guys, but I'm getting messages from you guys, so that's pretty awesome. We're going global. And again, that's kind of the thing with bring back to the summit. Honestly, this is bring this kind of information to people that cool. We have a storage community, okay, and it is pretty tight, and I love that. But now we're kind of open this up a little bit more to the rest of the world. Now we're going to be a world community. So I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's kind of fun just seeing with the people and where you're all located. It's pretty cool. We got John. Hey, what's up, John Meyer? Michelle, thank you. James. Cool. All right, thanks, guys. No, I appreciate the comments. Anything you want to see in the future, let me know. I'll be happy to go into some details on certain things for future episodes. But like I said, right now we're just kind of, I hate to say winging it. It sounds like I don't care, but no, I just kind of like to hit record and then here we go. So, but it says as far as the future, if you have any specific things you want to go over, cool, let me know. I'm going to be playing around with anyone that's on here want to be a guest. We'll chit chat live. Cool. I got a cool feature on here. I can bring a guest on and we can do this together. So if anyone's interested, go and LinkedIn message me and we'll talk about that, see if it can be a good fit. But I think that's going to be it today. So thanks so much, guys. I hope everyone has a good and productive day. I know I got a lot planned today, so it's going to be it's fun. So anyway, that's going to be it. So thanks so much for watching. Take care. See you guys tomorrow. We'll gotta play a little more music to end the day with. So thanks a lot. See ya. Bye. Thanks for supporting the show. I want to let you know that we've just opened up our brand new free private Facebook group. There I'll be having some extra special content not found anywhere else. If you really want your facility to be a success in today's market, then this is going to be the place for you. You can request to join us at selfstoragecommunity.com or search for Self Storage Domination Community on Facebook.